What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here again. I know it's been a minute since I uploaded anything, but it doesn't mean I haven't been doing anything. I can finally say that the band is complete. We finally found a rhythm guitar player, a great rhythm guitar player. And so yeah, we've been, every week we've been rehearsing. We've got a 10-song set list. Basically handpicked them all from my, from the channel. You guys have heard all the songs before. But yeah, we got 10 of those. And we've been, like I said, we've been rehearsing them every week, trying to get them as tight as possible. And next year we'll be looking at going out and doing gigs. I really want these songs to be tight, hard hitting, and for us to be awesome as a group, performing them live. So that's what we've been working on. And I'll unveil the name of the band at the end of this video. So stay tuned. And don't skip forward. So yeah, I use my Diesel VH4. It's just awesome. Why have it just sit in the room? I may as well take it out and use it. It sounds so good in the rehearsals. In the past videos somewhere you would have seen I had a road case made up for it and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really cool. The thing that had been pissing me off in rehearsals is the switching. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Diesel VH4 is a 4-channel amp, and I'd use, throughout the 10-song set, I'd use all 4 channels, from clean all the way up to my high gain lead tone. So basically the amp is MIDI switching, and I only do it like for channel switching, right? So the MIDI switcher I have, that I used for it, is the MIDI Mongoose, which is well made. Hang on, I'll grab it for you. Let me put this down, I'll grab it for you. So yeah, like I said, I've been using this. Can you guys see it? Which is the MIDI Mongoose. It's, small, compact, which I think is what, all the manufacturers are going for these days, so it can all fit on a small footprint on your pedal board. The only problem with this is I've got size 13 feet, and these buttons are quite close together. And the issue with this switcher is that if you accidentally hit 2 together, it'll go +10. So there's 128 different presets that you can do. And say I only use 1 to 4, or 1 to 5 I should say. So I'll be mid-song somewhere in the set, just want to change from clean to high gain, and accidentally hit like 2 together, it'll go -10. So it'll send me all the way to it's like 128 or 126, whatever, from where I am. And then you basically have to do quick maths and try and go, okay, if I go +5 or +10, and by that stage, I mean, I'm not the quickest at maths, but by that stage, halfway through playing a song right quickly, yeah, it just puts me off, and it's ruined, and it happens all the time at rehearsal. So I can imagine what it was going to be like at a gig. So this had to go, and I searched the net for everything, and I didn't want to pay $1,000 for the Diesel Columbus, I think it's called, from Diesel, which is like a big pedal board, because all I wanted to do was change switches. I don't need 128 different presets for programming all this other stuff, because I'm only doing it with the Diesel for channel switching. So I spoke to my mate Woodsy, and if you guys have been following my channel for a while, you'll see that there was a video I did with a Jarrett Strat. Now he made that Strat. The guy's amazing craftsmanship with wood, electronics, like I've said it before in many of my videos. Yeah, just a great guy and just awesome, super techie. And so I explained to him what the issue with this was, and I can't use it. It would just put me off, wrong selections and stuff like that. So I gave it to him. He pulled it apart and had a look at how the board was programmed and all that sort of stuff. I'm not going to go right into it because I'm not real privy to exactly how all the programming the board works and all that sort of stuff, but he was able to plug it into a computer, and I think it's like seeing the map, the way that it changes and all that sort of stuff. So I said I wanted something. I didn't care how big it was because it's only a switcher. I don't care. I just wanted it big enough so that my foot wasn't hitting, the switch next to it and upsetting the presets and all that sort of stuff. So this whole thing here is not good for me. It might suit you, but no, it really was causing some issues for me. So he made me a new switcher for my Diesel, and he basically had a look at this board, went and got a board from wherever, programmed it to do the same thing, only that you can't hit two buttons. You can hit two buttons together, but they're not going to go like +10, -5 and all that sort of stuff. One button is only going to do one thing all the time, whether you hit two together or not. Is that making sense? So he's got a 3D printer, and he came back to work, because I worked with the guy, and he came back and he goes, what do you reckon of this? So this is what he made me, and I can't believe it. 3D printed, programmed, works perfectly with the diesel. Check this out. You see it? Mate, this, you guys might say, oh, that's too big, but it's perfect. Like, it's super light, it's 3D printed out of plastic. So he basically printed each block, right, with a switch in it and the LED, and then they're bolted together inside, and the board basically, it's only a little board, sits in here, and the rest is just drilled through and runs the wiring. It is super light, super strong, and the spacing is perfect. It's something I've been trying to find on the internet for so long, and everything, like I said, the manufacturers are wanting to make things as small as possible so it has a small footprint and it fits on your pedal board and stuff like that. For me, it just didn't work, and I couldn't find anything else. But this is perfect. Custom made by Woodsy. Great job, mate. You take my anxiety away when I was rehearsing and playing live using this thing. So yeah, thanks, mate. Great job. Works amazingly. Exactly what I needed. Like I said, I've been using my diesel VH4 for rehearsals, and I'm going to be taking it out to do gigs with next year. The only problem was I hated taking a 412 to rehearsals each week, and I know that, you know, when we do gigs and stuff, like most venues have backlines and all that sort of stuff. But I wanted to look at getting a great 212, and trying to chase down a diesel 212 here in Australia any diesel product is a nightmare. You can always obviously order it in. I was going to get a 212, I think it was from Better Music over East, but it was going to take 6 months, and the amount of money that they wanted by the time I got here for shipping and the weight of it and all that sort of stuff really adds up, so I didn't want to pay that amount of money for a 212. So I thought one day I'm going to grab my head, my diesel VH4, and head down to the music store that had some decent cabs. So I headed down to Mega Music. They had Ingle, Orange, Peavey. I think they had a Mesa cab in there, whatever. So I rolled up there, and I walked in with the diesel VH4. They got a beautiful room in there with all their, you know, the high-end Gibsons and PRS and stuff like that. Great store, some awesome guitars in there. If you're local to Perth, go in there. The guys were so helpful. Yeah, just walked in. They said, "What do you want to try?" I said, "I'll try the Ingle stuff." And I tried a vertical 212. Sounded good, but I was like, oh no, I don't know. There was something a little bit. I don't know if it was because it's angled up at your ear or whatever, but yeah, there was something, a little bit of thin harshness I didn't like about it. But then I plugged into the horizontal 212, and even I can't remember his name, but he was so helpful, a great guy. We plugged into that and had the diesel VH4 cranked in their store, and this Ingle 212 just sounds huge. Like, I couldn't believe it. We looked at each other when I like junk, and we were just like, yeah, like, it suits the diesel so awesomely. So I was really, really happy. I bought it, not the cheapest 212 cabinet around, but yeah, it was definitely worth it, and I use that all the time now. Even in we've been in a big rehearsal space at Vision Studios. There's a video up on my channel, you can see that. It's only the camera audio, but you can see that, yeah, it does not lack fullness or punch or anything like that, and it makes, because I think it is like a smaller, you know, cabinet, because it's only 212, it kind of tightens up the sound a bit. It is like a laser beam a little bit, but it sounds immense. It's got vintage 30s in it. great cabinet. I'm very happy I bought it. It just matches the diesel really well, which is something that with speaker cabinets with the diesel I've found over the years is quite hard to find a good pairing with. I don't know if you guys have seen in my past videos, I had a Mesa Boogie oversized recto cab last slant, and great cabinet, but I really didn't like the way the diesel sounded in it. It just had kind of this little bit too loose of a bottom end, and I don't know, it was harsh sounding on the top. I don't know, I just didn't like, it wasn't what I was looking for. The tone I wanted to get out of the diesel, and believe it or not, speaker cabinets are a huge part of the guitar sound, right? And I'm sure some of you guys out there who are guitar players and all that sort of stuff, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I got rid of that, and yeah, like I said, I went and got this Ingle 212 that just destroys. It's so awesome. The only other 412 that I've ever played through that sounds great with the diesel is my Randall Warhead. That I'll never get rid of this cabinet. It's just something with it. It sounds great with everything, particularly the diesel. But like I said, I didn't want to have to transport a 412 around every rehearsal and stuff like that. At least the 212 I can pretty much carry on my own. Still a bit heavy, but I can carry it on my own. Believe it or not, my diesel VH4 in the road case is actually heavier than the cabinet. So if that gives you some perspective on it. So like I said, I haven't uploaded to YouTube for a while, a couple of months maybe. Just been really focused on getting these songs down tight. I want them to be really good, like all of us together playing as a group. I want it just to be everyone stop on a dime and know the songs, internalize them, just know them really well, so that if you guys ever come out and watch us play a gig, you're going to hear them played to perfection, to the best of our abilities. I really don't want to go out there half-assed and, oh, we got this song down now, let's just go and play a gig, and it's like, I don't want to do that. I want to really hit them hard, 110%, get them sounding so good. So it's just more enjoyable for all of you guys that come out and listen to them. And the rest of the guys in the band, I'm very thankful for. They've put so much time and effort into learning. I call them my songs, but they're really our songs now. So yeah, those guys have put in so much effort, and they're there every week. So yeah, kudos to you guys. You know who I'm talking about. So now, the reveal of the band name. Now, it's something I come up with a few years ago. It never really came to fruition. I just kind of had it sitting there, and I toyed around with a few other names, and put it to the other guys. And I know it's all the music I've written and stuff like that, and basically put these players together to bring the music out live to you guys. But I really didn't want to have my name in the title. I don't like that. So I just really wanted it to be something cool, and it was a name I've been sitting on for years, and I just thought, fuck it. I'll put it to the guys, and they were like, oh yeah, that's sick. But I like it. So here it is. Dun, 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 dun. Can you see it? Pretty cool, eh? Well, I think so. So yeah, Breeding Steel's the name, making metal is the game. So there you have it, guys. In the next I've got a rehearsal tomorrow. In the coming weeks, when I get back into maybe we'll get back into the big room, and I'll do another recording of the band as a whole playing together. It's so big and thick now that we actually have a rhythm guitar player as well. Because it's not a lot of the lead stuff that goes through the whole song. It's basically playing the top line of the song if there were vocals, right? Because we're an instrumental band, don't forget. So when I start playing leads and stuff like that, definitely need that rhythm guitar in there. It just sounds immense now. I'm really happy with the way it's going. Like I said, the guys are putting in a lot of effort, and I can't wait to get out there next year and start doing some gigs. And if you guys come out and listen to it and headbang along, hopefully you guys are going to like it. So I'll see you guys soon. I want to start uploading a little bit more now, bringing you guys in and so you can actually see what we talk about and all that sort of stuff. I'm sure the other guys don't mind. Bring you guys along for the journey, as I have been, and I hope you've been enjoying it. So yeah, stay tuned guys, there's a lot to come, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers guys.